Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Tomato Sauce stream. Today we have quite a lot to talk about. We have Speed, which I do want to talk about a little bit because I really want to play Speed. I've got a real itch to play Speed, especially with the new dinosaur stuff that's just come out. But I hate with a passion. It's like all of a sudden there's a lot of hate for Lava Golem and Sphere Mode because it's everywhere. But I hated those cards like a year and a half ago. I was like, can we just get rid of these cards? And then people would always say, so you don't like Kaijus? I don't mind Kaijus. Kaijus are fine. I don't like 2-for-1 and 3-for-1 Kaijus. I think those are bullshit. I hate those cards so much. So if we can just get rid of those, I would be super, super happy. Hello, this is a hand stream. These are my hands. Hello, Ninjago. Welcome, welcome. But we're going to start today, before we actually play video games, with a box opening. So I got some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So we're going to open Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Now, this is probably not going to interest a lot of people. Last time, we opened our legendary decks, and we got, like, the Sky Striker stuff, and we pulled, this. We got our Starlight Mitsurugi prayers. We're not going to get anything that cool today. I believe we have a 0 chance of getting a Starlight, so that's not going to happen today. But we are going to be opening some bits and bobs. So, first things first, before we actually start doing that, because otherwise it's going to be ages before I actually talk to you guys. Hello everyone in chat. We have Badge in the chat. Hello, hello Badge. We have Islet. Hello, hello. We have Koyo Misawa. Welcome, welcome. First time Twitch ever notifies me of a British man stream. Also, you have to let me know if the music's too loud. I've got the music like 1 decibel higher than usual. You have to tell me if it's like too loud, if it's too quiet, if it's different than normal and you don't like it. We have a human Portuguese dub fan when he progs my rush. Exactly. Exactly human. Exactly. Although this time we're going to be using, I guess it's kind of just the build. Like the 3 builds that have topped are all quite similar, so when starting, we always start on the hour. We always try and start on the hour. In 10 years, exactly. We've done the exact same, like, 15-minute intro for, like, the last 2 years of streaming, so we're not going to change it now. I have 90k tomato points. I can always buy an EDO challenge. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually dueled on EDO on stream before. I've done the puzzles, and I've gone through, like, combo lines, and I think that's about as close as we've gotten. Why is there something? Oh, it's the background. That's fine. Nice, Matt. You don't want to play Speed. I do. I want to play Speed. I miss the dinos. I'm not sure this format is the right place to jump back in, right? But I do want to play Speed. Hands can play Valmonica, Pendulum best deck. No. Sphere and Lava Golem also eat your normal. I mean, they do, but a lot of decks could just not really care. Your camera need to focus on the card. I mean, that is the camera's initiative. I don't have any control over that. It's the camera will focus on it, or it won't. That's just how this kind of goes. Now we're going to start opening product. Holy shit, it's Ray. Exactly. We're going to get into this box. Hopefully this will go a little bit better than the last box we opened. Alright. Everything seems to be opening quite well. Oh, who's that face? Now, can anyone predict what this is based entirely on that tiny little square? Can anyone guess what this is? Got an interest in OCG Rush again. I may make new puzzles. I mean, I never finished the last set of puzzles. BL manga. Not quite. I want to play Speed. To me, sounds like I want to bang my head against the wall as hard as possible. I really like Speed. When Speed is in a good meta, I think it is unbelievably fun. I'm not the kind of person that is just like, Speed Door Box. Oh, has he got it right? Not just 1 Speed Door Box, though. We got 3 Speed Door Boxes. So, this is something I've wanted to pick up for a while, and these were on sale, and I was like, I'm going to get these, because they're dirt cheap. But I have bought 3 GX Dual Academy boxes. So, a little bit of background here. For whatever reason, they made seemingly thousands of these boxes and have really struggled to sell them. Because I got this, right? I got this when it came out. This is the Battle City box. This box is so much fun. It's so much fun just to play this like as a standalone thing. But what I would like to do now is get 2 more copies of the Battle City box. The problem is, most retailers in the UK are selling this box for £150, which is about... God, what does that translate into? I'm literally just gonna get a currency check on that, you know. So if we do... Let's see how many dollars that is. That's $202. So this would cost $202 to get right now. That's pretty rough. I don't want to pay $404 or £300 to complete my playset of the Battle City box. But this box, however, was £8. That is a lot, significantly less. So this is a lot easier to get a hold of. Konami really said this was better to release than Rush Worldwide. I mean, it's fun. I will say, I think this is arguably the last good Speed Duel product they made. But in here, there is going to be some alternate rarity stuff. So I am going to go ahead and open these. Because there should be... You know, much like we did with the legendary decks, there should be, like, extra copies of some of the cards that are going to have, like, you know, secret rarity or whatever. So there's going to be a little bit of randomness in here. We'll see what we get. They made, like, 1 million of these for some reason. Exactly. I mean, these are cool. Again, it's a cool product. It's a good product. I'm not going to pretend it's not, right? But Speed Duel, after this product, basically, was sort of on the way out. We got, for some reason, they give you just a shit ton of mats. How is this even packaged? It's got, like, a cardboard divider that's not doing anything, and then just a pile of decks in, like, some plastic cellophane. We got the Cyber Dragon deck. I mean, this will be, like, 2 or 3 decks, right? It's got the... what's his name? Jesse? What was his... Is it Johan? Is that his Japanese name? I always forget. We've got the Avian. We're not going to open all of these because there's no real reason to at the moment. What are these other ones? We've got a Flame Wingman. This is probably just extra deck cards. And then... Ancient Gear Golem. I love... the camera's actually sort of behaving today. It's actually focusing on the cards quite nicely, which is pleasant because it usually doesn't do that. But this is the important thing. This is going to be our alternate rarity cards. This is our randomness. This is our dopamine hit. So we're going to go ahead and pop these away. Pack all of this away nicely. And then we're going to go ahead and open this. And let's see what we get. Johan, but sexy. Yeah, evil, like, Ubel Johan, right? Is it maxi legal in that format? It is. It is only in the final product, though. So basically, there were a couple of GX products. And, like, in my opinion, one of them was pretty good after this. All the rest of the Speed Duel products kind of suck, though. So we're going to see what we get here. So we should get a bunch of, like, secret rare cards. Let's see what the first card is. We have Apprentice Magician. Look at the foiling on that, actually. That's kind of nice. I mean, I think it is just literally secret rare. I don't think there's anything, like, super special about it, but I mean, it looks nice. I suppose we'll do them from the front because it's easier. So then we have Hydrogeddon. The issue is some of these cards are going to have, like, no real use. Like, where are you playing Hydrogeddon? Even if you're playing, like Edison format, you're never going to play Hydrogeddon. And I don't even think you'll play it in Speed, so... Gonzalug, I mean, this is like a GOAT card, I guess. So, like, if I ever want to play GOAT, that's like, a nice card to have. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. I mean, that's a pretty looking card, but, again, ultimately, kind of whatever. Wing Karibo, I mean, that's nice to have. It's not a particularly good card, but it's nice to have. Volcanic Rocket is... I mean, if I ever want to play Volcanics and, like, Edison or something, I guess that's a really good card. Cyber Blader, which is kind of useless in, like, every possible way. And then the Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. That's probably the most interesting card we pulled, to be honest. The old Flame Wingman. Who doesn't love a Flame Wingman, right? But this was our first box. Now we're going to do this 2 more times, and then we're going to open up our other product. But yeah, I really like playing Speed Duel. It's something I can play with my friends as well, and my friends don't have to be like all in on Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Because like I could play like Striker versus Mitsurugi or X-Sabers, right, with my friends, but a lot of them haven't kept up with Yu-Gi-Oh in the same way that I have, right? So because of that, it's difficult to get them into it, but like little 20 card decks with anime characters that they know is like so easy to get them in. Where is my little pack? Is it like buried under the bottom of all of this? There it is. There's our little pack. Right, there's a DD Warrior Lady on the front. Already, that's a pretty good hit, because that's a... I hope... Is DD Warrior too late for Edison? Or too early for Edison? I know it's a GOAT staple. But, let's see what else we get. Hello, Ursus. Welcome on in. Read the skill first, and judge it based off current Duel Link skills. You want us to read the skills? I mean, that means opening all the packs. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but a lot of them are going to be quite weak. Alright. So we have DD Warrior Lady. Ancient Gear Golem! I mean, I love Ancient Gears personally, so like, I'm a big fan of this card. Another Volcanic Rocket. I mean, that means we have at least a playset of Rocket. Well, I mean, we have 3 copies of it, so we're going to have 3 copies of everything. A second Cyber Blader. Polymerization is probably one of the best cards to hit, realistically. This card is just so generic. Like, there's a lot of decks that will still just play Polymerization. I mean, not a lot of them are going to be, like, super great. I don't know if Lunalight still plays this. Sphere Karibo! Duel Links card, guys! Duel Links card! I am quite happy to have that. Cyber End Dragon is a pretty cool card as well. Cyber End in Secret just looks so nice. And then Book of Moon. Book of Moon's a good generic staple, right? Like, this will be used in several formats. Keep summoning me with Ancient Gear Golem. TCG Speed Duel. Yeah, I really like Speed Duel. I think it is an underrated format. It's not something I would ever want to be like my main format, right? Like, I'm never going to be like, oh, I'm going to quit Rush to play physical Speed Duel, but... Like, these, like I say, cards are dirt cheap. Like, especially if you want these ones specifically. The GX box is so dirt cheap to pick up. Especially, even the products that came after these are quite expensive now. Like, the return to... What was it? The Battle City Finals and Return to the Streets of Battle City. Those were both, like, 50 quid per box. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Which, again, is going to be, like, $70. Which is kind of nutty. Alright. Last pack. Hopefully something good. Used to be my main format for years till I got into Rush Duel Links. I only started playing Speed when the Battle City box came out. So I haven't played it like the whole time. Ooh, Cyber Dragon. Another nice pickup. Always happy to have a Cyber Dragon. That would be good. I mean, it's not going to be a GOAT card, but that can be pretty good in Edison. Another Cyber End. So, nice little pickup. Another Ancient Gear. Another Donzaluke. Dekoichi. Or Dekoichi, depending on how we're pronouncing this. I mean, it's a GOAT card. It's not super exciting, if we're being completely honest. Arm Dragon level 7, that's pretty cool. I am a big Chaz fan. The third Volcanic Rocket. We got 3 rockets. And then another Flame Wingman. So Rocket was the only card we got 3 copies of, which is kind of wild to think about. Let's just have a quick once-over of these cards again. We got Book of Moon, we got Cyber End, we got Sphere Karibo, Polymerization, Ancient Gear Golem, DD, Flame Wingman, Cyber Blader, Volcanic Rocket, Donzaluke, Hydrogeddon, Flame Wingman, another Rocket. Bam. These are all the cards we got. I mean, that's not a bad haul. All things considered, I think it could have gone, like, maybe a little bit better, but still pretty cool. Still quite happy with it. I ran back for the kitchen when you said Ancient Gear. I really like Ancient Gear as a deck, but then again, I really like Crowler as a character from GX as well. I know that people that play Duel Links might not be as enthusiastic about that because Ancient Gear was kind of a annoying deck, but I like it. I like it. All right, and then the last thing before we actually start playing video games is we have one more package. So let's bust into this. I don't know if there's a way up, but we're just going to crack on in. So, now, can anyone guess what this is based on this only? It shouldn't be too hard to guess. Where's the yellow button cardboard? I mean, the yellow buttons are in here. So, we got one of the expansions. So if I get these all out. I only got the one, because this was the only one that really interested me. But we did get the GX Midterm Paradox. So, the logic was, I just wanted to have all of the decks from, like, the quote-unquote main characters from GX. So, this has Bastion, this has Cyrus, this has the Paradox Brothers, and this has an update for Jaden. This also has, like, Chumley. Like, if anyone still gives a shit about Chumley. I don't know if this has alternate cards or not. I'm going to open one, and we'll find out. Although it is annoyingly stuck together with a sticker. So what I might do, try and use this to open it. We'll see how that goes. That's not too bad. Might just leave the stickers on, because I think it's going to damage the cardboard if we try and rip them off. We're just going to cut through it. Alright. Let's see what we get in here. As always, oh, there we go. Alright, so we are going to get alternates. So what do we have in here? We have, again, skill card. I suppose we'll open one of these, just to satiate Baj's need to see the skills. Where is the tear on this? On the front? I think it is on the front. It's not easy to see it. Alright. We'll go ahead. Ah! Plastic stuck to my hand. And we will open one of these, and then we can show Baj a skill card. Behold. A speed dual skill card. Small Roid, Big City. Can we even read that? Is it going to be able to focus on that text? Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it. If you do, add a Roid card from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster and a Roid monster you control, you can send a Roid monster from your deck to the graveyard. Switch the original attack of your battling monster during the damage calculation only. This is like a I don't know, like 2018 skill. Like, this is so weak compared to the modern day. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright. I guess what we can do is open all three of these, and then we can just go straight in with opening all three of our packs, and then we will get straight in and talk about speed, because that's the next thing I want to do. Eh. We barely missed a tiny amount. Alright. So there's another one. Then we'll put these away. And then the last one. Alright, so that is all three of our secret rare packs. And then we're going to find out what we get. So, pack number 1. Fingers crossed, something good. How many? It doesn't feel as many cards in here, so we'll find out very shortly. Elemental Hero Bubbleman. Not exactly the most exciting card, if we're being completely honest, but, you know, it's neat nonetheless. Water Dragon, another not particularly exciting. Duel Links Invoked Roid. Hello, Bismuth. Welcome, welcome. Was that actually a thing? Was Invoked Roid a deck at one point? We have Elemental Hero Tempest. And a Hero Lives is actually not a bad pickup. There's probably better rarities of this card. But that is not awful. Rush Duel card? I mean, yeah, I guess. Alright. Next up. Card number 1. Super Viacroid Jumbo Drill. Always a nice one. Always a nice one. Sanga of the Thunder. I mean, I like Gate Guardian, so I'm quite happy with this. I would love to get a Gate Guardian, actually. If we can actually get the actual entire piece itself, I think that would be really cool. A second Bubbles. I'm not sure Bubbles is the greatest card we could get, if we're being completely honest. And another Water Dragon. Those are a bit disappointing. Water Dragon and the Bubble Boy, not the most exciting cards, if we're being completely honest. Right, last pack. Yeah, Duel Links Invoked Roid was meta. You use the Submarine to search Cocytus, or Cocytus, and the Field Spell to search Submarine or Kiteroid. That is wild. What do you even do with Submarine? Just attack your opponent for 800, and that's kind of it. And then obviously use it as material to make Cocytus. We got it, boys! Gate Guardian! I'm very happy with this. Gate Guardian is obviously, you know, from my childhood, I obviously love this card. And this was one of those cards where, you know, when you're on the playground before you know how to play the game, it was like, oh, Gate Guardian is one of the coolest cards. I think it's got 3750 attack. And this is actually playable in Speed Duel. So, it's actually quite good. Suijin. Alright, if we can get Kazejin, then we have the entire set in secret. That would be so nice. The chances of that, though, are quite low at this point. It really doesn't want to focus on Suijin. It's like, nope, not doing it. God, we did it! We got the whole set! We got the whole set! And then we got a Kaiju. We got the Dinosaur Kaiju as well. This is very thematic. It is also very funny to me that there is a Kaiju in Duel Links. Oh, not Duel Links, in Speed Duel. That is very funny, as in like physical Speed Duel. So, just random Kaiju. I mean, I'm very happy with this. So we got our entire Gate Guardian in Secret Rare, which is awesome. I think that is just thematically very appropriate. Super Viacroid is cool. Getting Tempest is cool. A Hero Lives is probably the highest value card we got. I mean, maybe the Dogoran is, but I don't think many people are playing Dogoran, like, in any version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, this probably sees the most play in Duel Links. But that is it for the opening, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing me open Yu-Gi-Oh! Product and having fun with it. Alright, let's go to the BRB screen. Yes, there shouldn't be any additional audio here, so I'll just go ahead and put my setup back to normal. And then we can go ahead and continue with the stream. Bum, 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 bada bum. I missed opening crack. Yeah, you have just missed it, unfortunately, Sam. I mean, I can show you again quickly what we got. So we got. If I just quickly grab the boxes. I got 3 of this, which is the Midterm Paradox GX Speed Duel. And I got 3 of this, which is the Duel Academy box. And I got these because they were on sale. I mean, this wasn't on sale, but this was only £8 normally. This was on sale for £8. So I spent, what would it have been? 24, and then 24, so like 48. So about 50 quid for everything. For absolutely everything that we pulled today, that we opened today. And then in those, we got this pile of secret rare cards. So these are all of the secret rares we got. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we did get a Gate Guardian. We got the entire set of Gate Guardian pieces. We got Super Viacroid Jumbo Drill. We got Elemental Hero Tempest. We got Hero Lives, which is a big one. And then we got just some other really cool cards. Everyone loves Cyber Dragon. We just got a bunch of stuff. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. But. Yeah. Let's put this back to where usually lives. Today, the plan is to play some Royal Rebels, which is going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to playing Rebels. But I did also want to talk a little bit about the current metagame in Speed. Because again, I really want to play Speed. I really do. I really, really do. I was watching Grand's tournament yesterday. So, for a bit of context, Grand's tournament started an hour before my watch-along, right? So the Zexa watch-along, which we're doing, it started an hour before that, which is fine, right? Because then I got an hour to tune in and check out the new decks. And I was like, okay, so I'm looking forward to watching Dinosaurs. I want to see how people are playing Dinosaurs in the current metagame, right? I want to see if it's remotely competitive. I want to see how they built the deck. I want to see the combo lines. So what happened was, Grand started off by spectating Valmonica versus DDD. Then we spectated Valmonica. Then we spectated DDD. Then we spectated Valmonica. Then I think Grand played a game of Valmonica. And then that took an entire hour. And then I didn't get to see any dinosaurs. I don't know if any dinosaurs were even on stream at all. I have no idea. Because, again, I went off and did my own stream. And as far as I could tell, no dinosaurs did particularly well in that event. So I still have no idea how dinosaurs are performing in the greatest meta outside of, like, some YouTube videos. Like, IC put up a video saying that he had, like, a really good win streak with it. Which I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there were dinos. But how, like, did the dinos do well? I saw in the breakdown 3 dinos played. But I didn't see, like, did they top? Did they lose every single game? Like, is it literally just copium that dinosaurs are going to be remotely good? It's one of those things, right? Okay, but did the girly Val do well? I don't think they did particularly well. If we jump over to here... Right, we're going to have to fix that, because that's just all over the place right now. If I do this... Bam, there we go. So... We have the... What's this going to be? Top 8, I imagine? We can see, like, what topped, right? So, Therian had 5 in the top 16. Branded Despia 2, Traptrix 2, Destiny Hero, Dragon Maids, Gimmick Puppet, Invoked Defleur, Lyrilusk, Red Eyes, and Sword Soul. So, nothing of the new decks, by the look of it, made it, unfortunately. Which is kind of sad. It's a little bit sad. I've been told the deck got an Omni. Kind of, yeah. It kind of got 2. It's a weird one. And nothing changed in the deck. I mean, the way you play the deck's changed. Like, there are now, like, slightly different lines. You can go into a rank 6. So you go into Lars. You can also make the Fusion Gigantosaurus and then use the combo to pop it during your opponent's turn, bring it back, get a double pop. Or pop it during your turn, get a double pop. I think I saw Dino on stream at round 5, but I think he wasn't on the new skill. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. That is a bit of a shame. Branded meta, we love to see it. Well, like, if we go down, we can see, like, the overall breakdown. So we can see there were 12 Therian, 7 Destiny Hero, 6 Branded Despia, 6 Union. I assume Union just means XYZ, right? It's the XYZ Dragon Cannon stuff, ABC, XYZ. Traptrix, we had 5. That's not too surprising. 4 Dragon Maids, 3 Dino, 3 Drytron, 3 Gimmick Puppet, 3 Exorcister, 2 Sword Soul, only 2 DDD, and only 2 Val. So, not too surprising that we were spectating them, but I would like to see some more dinosaurs, I'm just saying. 2 Shadows, 1 Lyrilis, 1 Sharks, 1 Invoke the Floor, 1 Salamangreat, 1 Photon, 1 Red Eyes, 1 B-Trooper, 1 Rico, 1 Tachyon, 1 Chimera, 1 Flu. And then the winner was, oh, shocker everyone, it was Therian. Therian playing 3 Lava Golem and a ball. And what came second? Oh, it was Therian, but not playing Lava Golem and the ball, which, you know, it's only one subset of data, but tells me the way to play this deck is with Lava Golem and the ball. Speed player will look at this and said Rush is dead, having the same meta for years as usual. Hello, Mono. We'll do an exclamation on Mono in the chat. It's one of those... So, I try to be a realist, right? Like, I'm a pessimist at heart. I'm an optimist when it comes to, like, kind of being outward, I suppose. And then I like to think I'm a realist, like, where it matters. Overall, my gut feeling is I don't mind Therian being the best deck. I think that's fine. Therian can be best deck. That's completely fine with me. I just hate these cards with a passion. So for me, I would happily jump back into speed. Again, assuming I had the gems, because that's the other thing I currently don't have. We currently do not have the gems to have all of the copies of the new cards that I want to get. But if I had them all, I would happily jump back into speed right now. Apart from, these cards are seeing such widespread play, I just don't want to risk it. Because even if I play, let's say I stream speed, and I was happily playing for 3 hours, but in just 2 or 3 of those games, I get lava golemed, I would be so annoyed. Like, there are some things that will just really bother me. One of them is floodgates, and one of them is getting balled and golemed. Those are the 2 things that annoy me more than anything else in speed. So if we're in a meta where those things are really prevalent, it makes me really not want to play. 3rd place, we had Madara playing the Branded Despia, playing Precious Cards of the Dark. Okay. Is there a reason we're playing Precious Cards of the Dark? And Photon Jumper? I assume there's, like, stuff in here that I don't fully understand. Like, using Galaxy Journey. And then Chaos. Golem and Sphere are so brutal for the decks I have. Exactly the same for me. Exactly. I make a board of all monsters, and then they get rid of all my monsters. And then I'm just like, well, Therian Yellow Button is crazy, though. The thing is, I don't mind there being an overtuned deck. That's fine. Right? Because at that point, it now comes down to, I've got to play against it. I've got to understand how the deck works. It's like, well, now can I find a way around it? The deck will probably get nerfed. The skill will probably get nerfed. It just comes down to when. That's all fine. The problem is, if your opponent is doing something unfun, right? I don't mind losing. I don't mind getting beaten by a deck that is better than mine. Those are normal things in a card game. What annoys me is mechanics that are just designed to not be fun. And I don't like having my board getting tributed over in a way I can't interact with. And I don't like getting floodgated and they just have a card that says I'm not allowed to play the game. Because floodgates are not all created equally, right? Some floodgates are fine. Some floodgates are annoying, but you can play through them. Some floodgates are lingering, which means if you don't have an answer for them the second they're activated, you can just lose the game on the spot. And that's not very fun. So then we had JVZ playing Traptrix. I mean, this looks pretty standard. We got the old one of Nib. I'm guessing we have, yep, the Gallic Granite. Tacny Frog was playing Therian, again with Ball and Golem. We have Valerix, which is again playing Ball and Golem Therian. Yep, that's what we're doing. Emily playing Ball and Golem. It's always the 1-3 split as well. Kolau playing 3 Lava Golem in Lyralist this time with Precious Cards of the Wind. It looks like these Precious Card skills are doing quite well. But thank you for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm going to say Hick or HCC. We're going to go with one of those. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. So true. So if you're too tilted in speed, EDO puzzles. I mean, we're going to play some Rush today. That's the plan, right? But after today, we're going to go back into that, like, there's not going to be a lot to do. Like, I could just push Cog with random decks, but I'd rather not hit Cog early when we should have a new Rush box coming out mid-month. So we're probably going to try and fit some speed in somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing at the moment. Branded Despia plays the skill because the previous branded skill was nerfed to the point they would rather draw cards. That is very funny. That is very amusing. Bro, where is Dice Key in Rush? Duel Links? I need my gambling. I mean, it'll come out eventually, right? It will. The issue is it's an anime characters deck, and if they're planning to release that as a character, they might hold it back for a while. It's hard to tell. Who even knows what they're doing at this point? Ball and Golem torture? Exactly. Are you Koyo? Did you change your name again? Yeah, I just went back to a more recognizable one for people I follow. I mean, when I just see the Koyo at the front, I'm not gonna lie, my brain like doesn't read the rest of it. It's just like, yeah, it's Koyo. I know Koyo. But yeah, that is it. That is all of the decks that got top 8. Again, even if we did get rid of Ball and Golem, Therian would probably still be the best deck, based on what I've seen. That being said, could we please get rid of Ball and Golem so I can come back to speed and not get tilted off the face of the earth? Because I am a very tiltable person, right? That is something that will happen. So I don't want to deal with Floodgates. I don't want to deal with Lava Golem and Ball. If we could just deal with those, that would be lovely. I guess the last thing we'll do before we hop in and start playing is have a quick once over of the current Rush Duel Links meta. So, I mean, we're in the wrong place here. Glad Imagier of Unity. This is where we're at. So, this was an interesting event. So we had a Starry Rush. The Starry Rush started very, very early for some reason. It was like, if it started like an hour later, I could have actually taken part myself, but it started very, very early. And because of that, it was kind of dominated by Chemicalized, which is kind of wild. I'll change it back in 60 days and make you guess again. But Chemicalized is a really weird deck because every time this deck performs well, there's always like a weird asterisk on it. It's like here, it got 6 of 8 top 8 spots. But the asterisk is, it was in a tournament that started so early and had quite a small number of participants because of that. And then, I think it was this one. It played against, it got a DQ win in top 8. Then it played against Baseball, which I think most people consider isn't a very meta deck. And Baseball got to top 4, arguably because they played against Seven's Road. But it felt like Baseball got a free win. And then it felt like Chemicalized got a free win. And then made its way into finals. So, again, small asterisk. And then this Quantum Rush, this happened whilst Dynasty finals was still happening. So a lot of the good players didn't play in this. So it's just a small asterisk, right? It's a weird one. I really think Chemicalized is a much better deck than people give it credit for. But I want to see Chemicalized top with no asterisk. And right now, I think every single one has an asterisk. And that, I really want to see it just get there with no asterisk. Chemicalized is so close to winning. I think it will make... Chemicalized can win a tournament. I think even without like the circumstances that are getting it into Top Cut, I think it still can just win a tournament. If it just gets just a little bit lucky, just needs to not draw bad. You just need to make sure you find the right matchups. I think this deck can absolutely win a tournament. We just need to get it over the line. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Fix the music. There we go. Chemi without traps also. There you go then. Chemi without traps. Grind kept changing time. Not sure why though. Hope he has a consistent timing. The thing is, Grind I think is more kind of goes off vibes. Like he decides the kind of tournament he's just feeling on the day. He decides the time just like when he's kind of feeling it. Which is great because what that leads to is we get a lot of tournaments from him quite frequently. Sometimes multiple tournaments in a single day, which is really awesome. Like, that's lovely. But it does come at the expense of having a regular schedule, right? Hey, Desmume, welcome on in. Not gonna lie, I got fully sacked in the final. I mean, that is not surprising, to be honest. I mean, Red Eyes Meteor has such a disgusting potential to just sack wins. Like, absolutely. What do you think about Worms? Would they do well in this meta, the fusion version? No. So, Worms has so many problems. First off, their skill is just bad. It is unfortunately just not a very good skill. Second, you need to go into the fusion to do much of anything. If your opponent goes defensive or if they summon out like really big guys, the only way to deal with that in engine is the fusion, which unfortunately is very much a magnet for Shady. So chances are it's not going to end up doing much, and just getting into the fusion can be very difficult for not much reward. So overall, I do not think Worms are poised in a particularly good place right now. Basically, the logic is you have to kind of sack your opponent. And by that, I don't even mean, like, you need to draw the God Hand. Like, you need to draw well, and you need your opponent to not be playing traps or not see any of their traps, and then it can do really well. All Rebel players sleeping this week. I mean, it seems that way. Seems that way. Worms exist. They definitely do. They're a little bit yikes. Yeah, they do well. They will do well in OCG Rush. Will they? I suppose we have that new Worm deck. Do we think that new Worm deck is actually going to be good, though? Because I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit like, it could do. I have mixed feelings on Star Pro, to be honest. It's good versus Gradius, but okay at best versus the rest. I would argue there are a handful of decks it's really, really good into. And then against other decks, it's kind of mid. I would say Red Eyes. It is very good into Red Eyes. I think Red Eyes is not actually that great at dealing with getting hit with a Star Pro. Gradius is obvious, because Gradius just makes 3 25s and that's it. So, like, you spam debuffs on the opponent, attack over, that's all the damage you're getting in for the turn. Red Eyes is kind of in a weird spot where they don't usually have ways to change battle position outside of, like, maybe Curse. So if you Star Pro them, a lot of the time they're not going to get in for a ton of damage, whereas Red Eyes usually wants to have the ability to threaten lethal, like, every turn. So you're always scared against Red Eyes, because it's like, well, if they just have the cracked hand, they can go double fusion, pop, pop, swing, hit me for 7k, I'm dead. But Star Pro takes that away from them, so, like, I think it is actually quite good there. Tomato, I know, but I'm sad seeing low turnout for this tournament. Yeah. I mean, it just comes down to, it was at a bad time, right? That's unfortunate, but that's just how it goes, right? And also, I think, for Rush tournaments, people have to know ahead of time, a lot of the time. They have to be like, oh, this is happening today, this is happening tomorrow, or something, right? I remember when we used to have Galaxy Rush on Saturdays. It's a shame that we don't anymore. I get it. Like, Hikaru's busy. And also, Hikaru's been, like, diversifying her, like, online presence lately. She's been doing a lot of Twisted Wonderland, which I think is working out very well for her. If anyone has checked out Hikaru's YouTube channel recently, it's actually doing really well. Like, really, really well. Because she's gone into a completely different demographic. And that's working out really well. And I think when you see that level of success, you probably are now like, well, I could put out more, like, Yu-Gi-Oh content and it's not doing super well, or I can do this other thing that I'm quite passionate about right now. I'm really enjoying this right now, and it's doing better. Of course, you're going to lean towards that, right? So it's not too surprising. At the same time, obviously, it would be nice just to have more Rush tournaments, but on the other hand, depending on, like, the week, it's not the same every week, but I can be quite busy. And sometimes when it's like, tournament on Monday, tournament on Tuesday, tournament on Wednesday, tournament on Thursday, tournament on Friday, I'm like, I can't play in all of these, guys. I can't just commit, like, 2 to 3 hours to each of these events. I can't do it. So, like, it's a difficult one. Sometimes I'm like, we need more. Sometimes we're like, we need less. It wasn't even the usual Red Eye sack, but he went second with Curse into pot. It just went first, he opened Shady. Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation? What are you supposed to do? It's like, sometimes Red Eyes will go first, and they'll just, like, set a couple of cards and pass. And sometimes their turn 1, they'll make, like, a ridiculous board, go, like, +6, and, like, have 3 back row and still have 2 cards in hand. And you're like, I don't know, you just plus a crap ton. There's nothing I can do about it. Hikari has left us for Eichmann Getcha game. I mean, it's fine, right? Like, as long as she's having a good time. One new worm is a generic card that can add any excavated boss. I mean, is it super generic, though? Is it a low level? I can't remember what the card is. I think Star Pro is not good versus Red Eyes because of Curse, and they need to have 3 bodies to begin with. Curse will flip up one of the monsters left over, so they don't need to rely on fusing 2 times. The thing is, if you flip up a body, and that body, let's be generous, let's go for a middle ground. It's got 1,000 attack. Now you're only getting in for 2,500 damage, when your maximum potential was, like, 7,000 damage. So if you look at it as, you have now used a trap card to save yourself from taking 5,000 damage. Like, the math just works out as being really good. Now, what you should be doing in a Red Eyes dominant meta anyway is playing a deck that can summon a bunch of bodies, right? So, at least from my perspective, I think Star Pro is fantastic into Red Eyes. Because, again, the deck can just OTK you. Like, it has that capability, and it does that quite a lot. And if you're literally saying, you can't OTK me, that in itself is doing well. That's not quite on the same level as, like, I don't know, like a Wabaku effect, or like a Samsara, or a... what's the barrier called? The stupid barrier card that's in Character Duels. It's not quite on that level, because those cards are a bit more foolproof, but it's a similar sort of feeling. Oh god, there's suddenly a lot of chat, I need to catch up. Understandable, Duel Links at this point is sucky. I'm waiting for the Digimon card game. I hope the Digimon card game is good. The Digimon card game, if you look at the numbers that have actually been being put out about the Digimon card game, it does about as well as Rush Duel. They're actually in the same ballpark. So, like, popularity-wise, they're kind of similar, except the main difference is that the Digimon card game has been released worldwide, therefore there are more players, because when you look at the sales numbers by comparison, you can only judge them by Japanese numbers, right? So it might be that Digimon card game has a much bigger following outside of Japan, but in terms of just the core audience, the core demographic, which is always going to just be the Japanese market, they're actually very, very similar. But I hope the game is good, the digital game when it comes out, and I really also hope they start back at the first set. That might be a bit selfish of me, but I would like to play the game from set 1 and progress through. I think that would be more fun. Thousands of likes on her posts. Can you link her channel? Guess who mods her... I didn't even know she had a Twisted Wonderland server. I mean, I can link her channel if you want. It's what? Hikari SSS. If I could spell it right. Oh, is it not Hikari SSS on YouTube? Oh no, it's Hikari... Is it Hikari Nyan on YouTube? I always forget what her YouTube is. It's not that one. I'll have to find it later, because this is the other thing with like not having a consistent name across all of the socials makes it quite difficult. Don't me, it's Guyver. Tomatoes Rush weekly coming surely? I don't think so. Tomato Rush replace Cloudy. I don't know if I could do it every week, like full stop. But then it's also like finding a consistent time to do it, and then there's like, I would quite like to do it, but it's just finding the oomph to get off my ass and actually do it is the issue. I'm waiting for anything new related to Xeno games. The new Worm, look at top 4, adding level 7 or higher. Turn the rest of the bottom. Xeno Saga ain't coming. Give up already. I mean, to be fair, I stopped playing Duel Links the second Izuma 11 Victory Road came out. That game does look pretty good. I do like football RPGs. I think that is something I would get into. The Inazuma is really good from what I've heard. It's really good, yes. Fair enough to reduce damage, though, I guess. Maybe it's just a pyro problem that the low levels have low attack. Yeah, I mean, the lower attack you have, the more punish you're going to get, right? Because now it's a direct attack, effectively, right? Hello, Marwin. Welcome, welcome. Hikari Nyan _ Okay, I thought it was Hikari Nyan. Alright. Here we go, this one. Here you go, this is Hikari's YouTube channel. Which, again, is basically, if you look at this, you wouldn't be able to tell that Hikari is a Duel Links content creator. Because there's just nothing Duel Links on there anymore. She does. Digimon Elysian devs actually listen to feedbacks and make improvement on UI. A lot of people liked it, unlike certain game. To be fair, the game is still in development, right? When the game comes out, it might be a different tune. You never know. You never know. Excited about Elysian. I've arrived. What's the crack? Hello, Pro Manicus. We opened cards. We opened Speed Duel products. Because I like Speed Duel. I know, it's a shocker. But hello, hello. Hoping it'll be good. Yeah, I really hope it's good as well. My plan is, when it comes out, I will stream it. In the same way that I streamed, you know, Pokemon. I think... I've still been playing this, by the way. I do at least one ranked game every day. I'm still not particularly good, but we're slowly progressing. We're slowly getting better. I hope it'll be good. If you... Tomato, if you can't do Tomato Rush every week is fine. Not like Cloudy's doing it anyway. The thing is, I would like to... Because there's a lot of crossover between the Rush and Speed communities. Like, people like, you know, Dwan, Bismarck. I think Ursus also plays in some Speed events. There are a lot of people in the community that do play both. So, ideally, you want to find a time where there's no Speed or Rush going on. And I think that can be a bit of an annoyance to do. Everyone should play Izuma 11 Victory Road. There's the one video game that she lost to a pigeon. Don't worry about that. Tomato giving out the free SEO lessons. I mean, Rush view really can't compare to hot men views. It's true. There are just not enough hot men in Rush. It's just not keeping the same kind of audience. Xenosaga game technically released on the Switch. It can happen. Duel Links gets like 5 likes. Ikemen Gacha game gets 5,000. There you go. There you go. That's just how it be. That's just how it be. And again, if that's working, it's absolutely fantastic, right? I mean, we'll quickly come down here and take a look at our little pie charts. If you like our little pie charts, as we do. You know, we're a big data slut here, but with all that said and done, I suppose we should probably play video games, right? That's probably what we should do. So we're going to go ahead and play some Royal Rebels. We're just going to see how this goes. We're going to jump in. We're going to see what happens. But beyond that, again, I'm looking forward to Digimon. I think when Digimon Elysian comes out, I'm going to stream it. I'm going to... The only annoyance is it's not going to have a PC client, which means if I want to play it, realistically, I'm going to have to download a phone emulator and then play it on that, which is like, it's not impossible. It's just not ideal, right? All right, let's drop trading. I mean, I guess these are fine to set. We'll send this, and then we'll bring back this in defense mode. This way we keep 2 cards in our hand, which can protect us or insulate us against what he's got. This also gives us good options for the next turn without necessarily having to use the skill. Blue stacks? I haven't used blue stacks before. I used one called Nox, but I'm pretty sure Nox kept trying to infest my computer with viruses, and my antivirus was just dealing with it. So I'm not convinced that's the best option. How do we want to play this? I mean, we can pop his back row with this, which then potentially gets us to his life points. But even if we do that, we still don't have another attack. Because there's no point in popping one of his monsters if we're not going to get to his life points. Well, we could just, like, swing into him, right? We can activate trade-in, discard that, see what we draw. Summon, pop, pop. We still would only have 1 attack position monster. Right, we'll go trade-in. As long as we draw another 8, this is fine. Uh-oh. Pot of Greed. No 8. That's a little bit annoying, but that's fine, kinda. Kinda fine. Choose my game mat. Okay, we can change our game mat in a minute. Alright, we'll go prog here then, I guess. Tribute both. Summon this out. Activate the effect. We'll pop this. And we'll pop the middle one. We'll special summon by revealing this. Out you come. We'll summon out Phaser. Activate Phaser effect. And then we'll bring out Perion. I mean, I guess I'll set Trap Hole. And then just get a battle. Not exactly the sexiest turn. What I wanted to do is if we drew another 8, we could have activated the skill, gotten out 2 more bodies, used the skill to grab whatever we wanted back to our hand, tributed those to summon that, and then still summoned out, like, a cul-de-sac, but we didn't get that. UO, you want us to put the UO mat on? That's fine, we'll do it after this. I feel like Royal Rebels is a high rogue deck. Hello, Pokemaster Ian. Royal Rebels, I think, is actually pretty good. It comes down to, the deck is a little bit confusing to play, and has some really good matchups and some really bad matchups, but Royal Rebels is the deck that's really good at punishing your opponent for not understanding how the matchup works. The main issue we're having right now is just getting monsters on the board that can attack, which is a funny problem to be having. Oh, there we go. There's Star Protector's Protection. Alright, we're going to go Heavenly Selection. Get rid of a back row. We'll go Heavenly Selection. We'll get rid of the back row. We can change this to attack position. We will set, and I mean, I can activate. Well, I can't even use this, right? Because these are 7. I could tribute over. Summon. I mean, just getting the piercing attack in is probably worth it, right? What's the best way to do this? We're giving up a lot of, like, board. I still think we want to get some damage in. Oh, no, we don't want to do that, right? Alright, we will summon this. We're going to keep this one. So I'm going to tribute this and this. Activate Chiron. We'll give this piercing. We don't really need anything else that's here right now, so we'll set this. Go to battle, and we'll just swing with this. Not exactly the sexiest turn, but we've still got all the trap cards in the world. Rebels is solid tier 3. Also, hi chat and tomato. Hello, Luis Fernando. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what our opponent's got for us today. Is he going to start? Right, we are playing the game now. Sevens player brick 2 turns in a row, literally once in the universe. The thing is, because he's not doing anything, it's actually annoying for me. Because, like, if he was actively making plays, like, he's not going to get much damage in through, I guess last turn I had three bodies, now I've only got 2. Are we still not doing anything? Why did we send Witch to the graveyard? Okay, we're doing this then. Okay, that's fine. We'll trap hole that. Now, in some situations, this would be where he scoops. There's a lot of Sevens players that as soon as you just trap hole the Witch, they go, ah, I'm done. Hello, Tomato. How are the games going? Hello, Hit. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the games are going well. I don't know if you saw my latest tier list video, Hit, but we actually ended up, as prophesized, we actually ended up featuring 2 of your decks in our tier list video. What even is their list? I mean, we can take a look at it. Again, we're in COG now, right? This is the problem with COG, is a lot of people just try weird shit in COG. So a lot of them aren't, like, playing what I would argue being, like, super competitively. Wait, this is exactly Pro's list. This is the list that I used in my video. No, this is different. He's got the dealer instead of... He's got the Mystic dealer instead of the Amazing dealer. But other than that, this is 1-to-1. That list, I believe. What do you think is better at the moment? Wide or trap hole? Personally, I would say widespread. Again, the list we're using today, this is Maher's list that won a tournament and got 2nd place in a tournament. And this is also very similar, but not exactly the same as a humans list. Oh, you and Matt. I'm sorry. Sorry, Coyote. I forgot. I do that a lot. This won't be the first time I forget. I think Sevens don't need 2 fusions now. It kind of depends. Like, in some situations, yeah, you just don't need it at all. In other situations, it can be really helpful. So, like, Alright, so this is a really horrible matchup for us. How do you want to play this? If we just go defensive, it puts us in a really weird spot. I kind of just want to go aggressive, but that's probably not the right play. But we might just do it anyway, because otherwise it's going to be really boring. So I'll reveal this. I'll summon out Faceless Cul-de-sac. So he has something that's probably Star Pro? Like, what else could it be? Then we're going to activate Trade him, because on its own, this ain't doing anything. Oh, that's Compulse. Interesting. I guess we could just bring back both of these. We don't need to put that in our hand right now. Then we're just going to set 3. We don't need the Shady Live here, I don't think. Widespread on... Wait, what? What did he have that he could use on response of activating trade-in? Am I forgetting something really obvious, guys? Am I dumb? There was a delay when we activated trade-in, right? Can you activate this on spell? Oh, it's when they draw a card. Right. It's when they draw a card. When they draw a card. That was the bit. That's the bit. It's one of those things where no one will ever activate this in response to your opponent doing that, right? So it just caught me off guard. Now, this might actually be a problem, because he potentially is going to go into the fusion, and then I'm going to lose all my back row, because I was a dum-dum and didn't keep a card in hand for Shady. I mean, on the flip side, we're not going to lose too much here. It's going to be like a mild annoyance. Because what we want for him to do, we want him to go aggressive, right? That is our goal. If he could normal summon a monster with 1,000 or more attack first, that would be really helpful. Okay, he's going to do this now. Which means we're now forced to use our card. So we'll go Star Protect. Now, does he have the curse? I got my annual bonus recently and bought my first commander deck. Now to wait until my 20-odd deliveries from Card Market. What commander deck did you get? Like, did you buy one from scratch, or did you like you buy a precon and you're gonna edit it? Okay, losing the Shady kind of sucks. Losing the Trap Hole doesn't really mean anything. Like, what is he gonna normal summon here? Like the little guy that burns, or like a 1500 vanilla? There's like no good hit for Trap Hole against this deck. Hey, he's playing Starry Start. But he has to bring back Ember. So we know he has a Chromatographicus. No, he doesn't have a Chromat in hand. Then he has another Salamander in hand that we know about. Ember effect. Summon out the second Salamander. Activate the fusion for no reason. All he's doing right now is playing into Doom Metal. Do we have we don't have a Doom in rotation yet, do we? No, so we have to find one. But if we find Doom, like, this is the biggest punish of all time. That's not Doom. And these are level 9s, which means you can't pop them. This hand is ass! I can activate the skill. Get this. Boost his own attack. Reduce the attack of one of them. That doesn't actually do anything. Nothing meaningful at the very least. I think we just go defensive, right? I mean, we can't set 3. We got to go 3 defensive monsters. The issue is, I'm going to give him another 5 cards to play with, which sucks so bad. But I literally don't think we have another option. So, no. I think we do. I do want to pop his back row, so I will go Heavenly Selection here. I just want to take away as many options from him as we can. We'll set this. There's no real benefit to doing anything with that. We could mill cards, which I guess... Well, that's not a very good mill. We want to mill a Doom Metal, ideally. That's also not a Doom Metal. Because once we get a Doom Metal in the graveyard, it makes our job so much easier. Will new Crisis replace Trap Hole? I mean, Trap Hole is a legend, so I don't know if it would ever replace it. Don't play Hard Rock. Hard Rock is so ass. I mean, we haven't got a Hard Rock. So, like, what does that mean? That's I don't play Hard Rock. Hard Rock's so ass. We haven't found a Hard Rock, so we're not exactly like bricking on Hard Rock. Secret Order. Now, the scary thing is if he just sets a whole bunch of back row. That's actually kind of scary. Because we have a 0 defense monster. Now, the problem is we had no option to get another 2,000 defense monster here. That's fine. We don't care about this one. This one's only getting 1,300 in. Straight to battle. Yeah, that sucks. So if I had another 2,000 in rotation, I could have just brought it back. But we didn't have one. We still have Heavenly Selection down. Come on, Doom. Where Doom? Where Doom? So this can pop this. if we want to. What does that give us, realistically? Not a lot. It doesn't have a weak monster for us to take advantage of. Why didn't we activate Phaser Effect? Because what was the point? We had 0 defense monsters to bring back, so nothing would have changed. Wasn't it less damage? It was exactly the same amount of damage. No matter what we do with this hand, we can't do anything super meaningful. I think the most we're going to be able to do is get damage out of Hard Rock. So we'll go trade in and get rid of Heavy Metal. Right, Doom is here. Doom is here. Unfortunately, Doom on his own isn't going to do a ton. If I do Bam Bam, Pump Pump, Burn for 15, gain 4,000. Attack him for 4,000 plus the 15 burn. That's still not lethal. We have no way to reduce his attack again. I'm trying to work out which one of these is better to do. I think this is 500 off lethal, and this clears up his board. I think we go for the clear up his board play. Which means I think we discard Heavy Metal. How much burn is this with Doom? So, assuming I have 2 Perian Engrave, which if I do, if we have 2 Perian, which we do, we pump this up to 4,000. We burn for 15. We go up to, plus 4,000. Attack over this for 4,000. So that would be 55. So I think we instead send this. Okay, scoop it anyway. Alright. Now, before we do anything, we're going to change our mat to Yuo's face. Because that is what the point redeem is. Hello, Corey. Welcome, welcome. Neither of these games were particularly good. I'm going to save them just in case we get, like, literally no good replays. I would rather have bad replays than no replays. Right, deck editor. Perian does not stack burn damage. Perian does stack burn with, this guy though, right? Inflict damage equal to the difference between that monster's attack and this card's. So yeah, it would stack burn damage with this. And Gunkin wants the sleeves. What should I spend my UR and SR Rush Dream ticket on considering the leaks for next box? Ooh, that is a difficult question to answer. First off, I don't know where the Dream tickets go up to. That is the first big problem. The second problem is we don't know exactly what cards we're getting, which makes it difficult to know what exactly to recommend. Absolutely ignored. Hello, Sora. Hello, Mr. Didn't I say hello? I said hello when the message got pinged, didn't I? I mean, I might not have. But hello, Sora. Roa Roman sleeves. That's the event sleeves, right? There's the Roa ones. Where's the Roa Roman one? There it is. And then Soramir now immediately wants to change the game map. Okay, what do you want to change it to, Sora? I will allow the message. This is just how it works. People can have a monopoly on it. In 2 hours? Oh, is that when it comes off? Is that when your tickets expire? The Maddox event playmat. Oh boy. The Maddox event playmat. What is the Maddox event playmat? We'll probably know it when we see it. This one? The one with Bocce? Is there another one? It might just be that one. Oh, there's this one as well, actually. Chemistry of combustion is one. There's also like the Neanderthal one. The one with Neanderthal. Okay. Neanderthal it is. I'm gonna just get something random. Yeah, so if it's UR specifically, the UR, I would. It's tricky without knowing what we're gonna get. For spells and traps and like generic spells and traps, it becomes a little bit easier. Because, like, for spells, probably the best generic spell is Curse of the Rising Light. This sees play in a lot of different decks, so this is, like, never a bad shout. For traps, Shady, but they're both SRs, is the issue. URs gets really awkward, because they're all very, like, deck-specific. So it's like, you know, do you want to play the new Sevens Road stuff when that comes out? Okay, well, then do you have all the Sevens Road cards? Because, like, if you don't, then you could grab them. But also, a lot of those cards have been reprinted 100 times, so you could also just go into the boxes they're in and it'd be fine, right? Requiem? I mean, Requiem could be a good one, but Requiem's probably going to get a reprint. So if you're opening the new box, there's a good chance well, actually, Requiem is a UR. Maybe it won't get a reprint. Not in a mini box, anyway. Unless we get a Zuijo structure deck, at which point, then there's a good chance it is reprinted, right? 32 card list. Yes, this is, again, this is a tournament winning list. This isn't our own creation. I really need a new Rush character released soon, and please finally continue the Go Rush story. Now, we'll just never touch the Go Rush story ever again. We'll just leave it in purgatory. I'm gonna get Requiem then. Yeah, I mean, if your tickets are running out, it's probably better than just getting nothing, right? Now, again, there's a chance it could get a reprint, but you never know. Unfortunately, buyer's remorse is something we're all just going to have to live with. Alright, let's hop in. Let's hop into another game. I mean, so far things are going quite well. We'll see if that continues or not. So in advance it gets reprinted, we can't predict the future. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, right? Now, this is awkward. So this is another problem of being in COG. Sometimes there's not a lot of people playing. Which is a bit of a shame. We should say, even if searching for a game takes a while, it doesn't mean nobody's playing. It just means there's not a ridiculous abundance of people playing, right? Because there's probably a bunch of people playing, but they're playing against each other right now. But it is what it is. So this was one of the reasons that I liked jumping over to Shadowverse. Which, by the way, so is anyone here still playing Shadowverse? Because I know they're doing their set rotation soon, but I don't know if it's just happened, or if it's going to happen in the next set. One of the two is happening. Either they have just rotated their first set out, or they're doing that in the next set. Shadowverse with rotation is so good. Again, I don't know what the new meta looks like, because I know they've just released a new box, right? Like, they've just released a new box. It's just happened? Okay. Albert is gone. Well, the one that I really wanted to be gone was Anne and Greya. Like, Anne and Greya, what was the other... Kuon? Like, I don't know if those cards have been relevant, because I haven't played, like, the last couple of metas, but, like... Bruh. Just get that shit gone. Albert is gone, it's very sad. No, we like Albert being gone. Screw Albert. How have we got another Pyro opponent? It happened 3 limited, normal, or standard, and forgot what the third happened. I don't know what that means, Despube. You have to break that down for me. Oh, we're playing against the maximum. Okay, interesting. Does that mean Orcus is gone? It should mean Orcus is gone, right? Albert Out is the best thing Shadowverse could do. Real. Although they did just get another really disgusting... I say just. It was like a month or two ago, right? They got that new sword card that just like flings damage at your face, which I think they've already nerfed. This hand doesn't do a ton, if we're being completely honest. I guess I will special summon this by revealing this. Behold. Right, he's got something he can react with. Go ahead and activate our skill. We'll send this, we'll summon this. We'll set this, we'll set this, we'll set this, we'll go to battle, and we'll swing over this. Okay, so we have something here as well, which means he's probably opened Widespread and Shady. Protection kind of useless here. I mean, yeah, but what else are we going to do? Like, we might as well just have it. Now, I've been keeping up watching JP Shadowverse streams, and I don't think I can get back into it. There's too much happening, and I'm too far behind. For me, the issue I have with Shadowverse, it's not like a big issue, but like, I love the way the game feels up until like turn 9 onwards, and then suddenly it feels like everyone can just murder each other, and there's like nothing you can do about it. Like that game ramps up so quickly. Like, again, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, you know, oh, I'm doing this, I'm going to try and get this on curve, I'm going to do this, which generates this kind of advantage, we're going to do this, maybe I'm going to keep my life full, and then, like, you can be on full life, and someone gets to, like, 10 play points, and they just kill you, and it's like, I don't know, I don't like that explosiveness that the game has. We are in an ad break. Okay. Wait for the ad break to go away before we continue the conversation. Heavenly gift! 2, 1. Welcome back from the edges. I prefer curse. It's just that easy, guys. I don't think we can save that replay. I don't think that's salvageable in any way. So we're just going to let that one drift off to the ether. That's another thing. You get surrenders a lot more often in COG because people don't care about losing anymore, right? I forgot the third rotation called, but I forgot it already happened. Third rotation. What's the third rotation? From what I heard, the new set has many new rune tools and sword has combo-s keywords, which keep the community happy. I mean, that's good. I'm playing Haven from day 1. Yeah, I know that you're a big Haven player. I have infinite resources, so I just get every Haven card day 1 and play casually. I have every Haven card at 3 copies from set 1, set 2, set 3. And then I came back... God, I want to say like set 5, maybe? I don't remember what set it was. But I came back during that, and I had enough resources to get everything I wanted for that. I've heard that Artifact is, like, playable again. Like, they just got some new Artifact cards. So, like, I'm tempted to try and pick it up again and play for a bit. But I always get to the same thing. I play it for a bit, I like it, and then I go, oh, yeah, that's right. The game ends, like, way too quickly. Right, I think we have to trade in here. This hand doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, it did not go in a positive direction. So... we're going to go ahead and set a bunch of cards and pass. Will I share a speed replay I recently just done? Yeah, we can get a... you can share a replay. We're quite open to just watching replays pretty much whenever, if people are, like, gung-ho on showing them. Unless there's, like very specific we're doing, or if I'm, like, in a bad mood, which doesn't happen too often. Yo, is that Dynamo Might? Yo, is that Flame Ruler? I kind of want to toggle off. I mean, there's nothing we can do about this, so... go on, hit the middle one. Do it, pussy, you won't. Yeah, do it. Alchemy Blaze! Also, I missed someone talking about Dream tickets. What tickets we talk about? We talk about Rush. Just Rush Dream tickets. Digimon nowadays ends in 2 to 4 turns. Again, it's less about like the number of turns, depending on what the game is. So Digimon is a game that's... I don't want to say it's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, it's a game where resources are not just increase the number of actions you have each turn by 1. Like, kind of like a lot of the other games are. In a game where the number of mana you have increases by 1 every turn, so either like Magic the Gathering, or Hearthstone, or Shadowverse, you expect there to be like a certain flow to the game. Like, you do a thing, I do a thing, you do a thing, I do a thing, you do a thing, I do a thing. And that's how Shadowverse works, up until you can do absolutely crazy shit with like 10 play points and just murder each other, right? Speed is who knows what. I mean, even in Rush, it's a bit of a weird one, right? Especially URs. There are not really any good generic URs. I mean, here, we're probably just going to flip some cards down here, right? Ooh. So this could represent 5,000 damage we're taking. I think we have to go Shady here. It's not sexy, but if he has a very specific hand, he can also absolutely play through this. But I don't think we can commit to just taking 5,000 damage. That's not ideal. I mean, this is a brick game, so there's not really... If he doesn't have another high level, though, this is actually kind of fine. This is probably the best possible outcome. So we will absolutely take that. What the hell do we do with this? So we can pop a back row, pop a face down, but then we're still stuck with only a 5,000 attack monster. We have no way to deal with everything. I mean, no matter what, we activate the skill. No matter what, we send this. No matter what, we bring back both of these. We can activate this if we want. Not a lot happens if we do that, though. We can tribute both. I think we almost have to go for Doom Metal. Which feels really bad, but like, what else do we do to break this board? We could pop 2 of his guys and crash. That doesn't seem like a good idea. We'll go selection. We'll just pop something. Tribute 2, summon this out. The issue is we don't have enough cards to set 3 monsters up, which means we're always going to just die to Archer no matter what, which kinda sucks. Sub T-Man, hello Zaki boys, welcome, welcome. Did you play with the new 7 Sphere yet? Yeah, we've already played with 7 Sphere. 7 Sphere's fine. Okay, so now I guess we just go Phaser. It's got another delay. So he had... We missed the only non-trap card. That's pretty funny. Bring this out. I think we just hold these, right? I think we just go battle. The problem is we just died to like so much here, right? But this is still a brick game, so I think we have to just play a bit fast and loose. But if he just gets out... all he needs is what? Just a Chromatographicus in hand, and he has lethal. Because Chromatographicus activates skill, grab fusion, grab Ember, summon them together, reduce our attack down to 1,000. So if he reveals Chromat, it's just game. Okay, that's not Chromat, so there's a chance. Not anymore now in Digimon, you basically skip memory resource because you have cards summon themselves via their continuous spells and other ways to ignore the resource system. Isn't that kind of a bit disappointing, though? Because the main thing people always said was good about the Digimon card game was it had a really cool resource system. So if we're now ignoring the resource system, doesn't that mean we're ignoring the coolest part of the game? Like, to be fair, I do love the Digivolution mechanic where... So, to anyone that doesn't know, Digimon cards have, like, a line of text at the bottom, and that's, like, their, like, inherited effect. I don't know what the exact term for it is. But basically, if you Digivolve it, that little bit of text sticks out from the bottom, and it can gain, like, that extra text onto your card, which I think is also a really cool mechanic. I reckon the current Shadowverse decks, you'd like Earthright Rune. I mean, maybe. I think Rune has a lot of potential to be a really cool deck, but ends up being a really cringe deck most of the time, which is really sad. Fish got new cards. Does Umi deck good yet? No. Fish is just straight up bad. There's no way to make Fish good until we get either the rituals or the fusion stuff. Like, there's just no way to make that deck good. And there is Lethal. We'll let him kill us, because then we can have that for the replay. What I am going to do, though, is pop to the bathroom. So I'm going to do that whilst he kills us. And before I do that, I'm just going to hide my camera. So I will be right back. Hello. I'm back. We died. We'll save that replay. That's a good, like, show of what happens when you brick, right? So, Pyro best deck, GG Tomato. I mean, that was a brick game, right? Oh, was that... Were you stream sniping us, Louise? I see, I see. I mean, that was a hard brick game from us, so... Unfortunately, that was not... Oh, we wanted to watch a replay. Badge wanted us to watch a replay. It's also a matchup as well that Royal Rebels is just really, really bad into Pyro, which is kind of sad. Oh, that's not the right place. We want to go up here. So it's a matchup I've actually played quite a lot. And basically, it comes down to Pyro should never really lose that matchup. Like, I've played it from the Pyro side quite a lot. And it's almost unwinnable for, Where is Badge? Am I blind? Am I not friends with Badge anymore? Does Badge change the name? King John, Cyclone, Jetstrong Hunter, Hikari, Juan, Lucas FIFA. Don't know who that is. Oh, there we go, Badge. I'm literally blind. I'm going to assume it's this top one you want, Badge. But yeah, I played a ton of Pyro versus Royal Rebels, and Pyro just feels like it's so unbelievably dominant in that matchup. Like, so dominant. But it's one of the few matchups I think where Pyro is, like, really, really dominant. Right, let's see what's going on here. Right, let's try and process what's happening. So, Sky Striker, Ace, Defying Fate. Let's check out the skill first. You can use each of the skill's first second effects once per duel if your deck contains 1 or more Sky Striker Ace Rose and 9 or more Sky Striker spell cards. At the beginning of your first turn, add 4 Sky Striker Ace Link monsters with different names to your extra deck, except monsters that your extra deck already contains 3 copies of, and place a Sky Striker Airspace Area 0 from outside of your deck, face it to your field zone. You can send up to 2 Sky Striker spell cards, or cards, not spell cards, from your hand and or field, either face up or face down to the graveyard, then draw 1 card. Okay. Okay. Can we watch my replays? Yeah, we can watch a replay after this, that's fine. So we're activating Area 0, we're revealing 3, we're going to go ahead and grab Engage, and we send Jamming Waves to the graveyard. We're going to use Linkage and go into Kaina. We're going to use the skill to send. We're going to go Engage, add Eagle Booster. We're going to use Kaina's effect. We're going to go Engage, grab Widow Anchor. We're going to link Shokan into... I should know by the arrow, but I'm really bad with the Sky Striker cards. We're going to Kagari. We'll add back Engage. We're going to activate Engage. Just another +1, because why not? We're going to grab Surgical Striker Hamp. What do you do? What do? You damaged, beautiful card, you. This card is always treated as a Sky Striker card. If you control a Sky Striker Ace monster, you can special summon this card from your hand to either by treating one monster from that field. What? Why is it written like this? Am I dumb? Or is this just like written really strangely? I get, because the logic is, I believe you can tribute your monster or your opponent's monster. Oh, no, it's because it says either field. This is the bit I didn't read. To either field by tributing one monster from that field. Okay, so you contribute over your opponent's monster. I feel like there's a better way to word this, but I guess this is fine. You can only special summon Surgical Striker Hamp once per turn this way. When this card is from a battle, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Okay. Okay. So, alright, quick question. If you give this to your opponent, and you destroy it, who gets the effect? Because it goes to your graveyard, and it's your card, but your opponent controls it when it was destroyed. My gut feeling is you would get this effect because it goes to your graveyard. The owner gets the pop. Okay. Well, there is a Kaiju. We have one of the most toxic cards in the entire fucking game, Hollowed Life Barrier. Go into Lily, add Charge, activate Discoloseum, add Regulus, activate Empress. I'm going to go ahead and summon. Then we're going to overlay into Dragluxion. Dragluxion is going to grab Tachyon Primal. All pretty standard. Tachyon Primal is going to come out. We're going to grab the Omni. Activate Dragluxion. Build the overlay network. Come forth, number 38. Hope Harbinger. Then we're going to go ahead and overlay number 90. Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Then we can use Therian Battle Royale skill. Reveal the Regi. Grab out Irregular. I'm going to go ahead and create an Argeo system. Activate Irregular. Summon it. Go ahead and start popping the opponent's entire board. Summon out the Regular. So we basically made like a turn 1 board on turn 2 because we couldn't do much else. Super Poly is very funny, but this is effectively just a Kaiju. We got Muddy Mud Dragon. Afterburners. Go from Rose into... Who's it going to be? Oh, is it going to be a Kaina? Is it Kaina? The red one. Whatever the red one is. Kagari. That's the one. This art looks nice, though. Add back Engage. Activate Engage. Now we're going to grab either Afterburners or the back row pop one. Or is it just Afterburners? Is it Afterburners the only pop one? And it's just it can pop both if you've got 3 in graveyard. Engage effect. How do we win here, though? Like, linkage? Oh, we're going to Shark Cannon. Okay. That'll do it. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Sky Striker player gets the effects. And man, I hate people with the Destroyed Chronicle. I want that effect for my full deck, but I don't have a single card with it. That is a shame. Kanabi give us Hollow in Rush as a legend. That would be cool. Alright. Achilles. Here we go. He wanted the Psychic one, so that should be this one. Alright. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Luis Fernando. Sabu Ramen versus Roman Cassidy. Since it's Sabu Ramen, it's either expected an archive skill or it's going to be, you know, noodles. Set 3, so potentially playing around Curse. We go Pot of Greed. Satellite Pegasus. Curse. Is this Greystorm Reverie D-Linker? Yeah, it's Power to Weave Hope. Okay. For a second, I thought this was going to be like just awful pile, but this is actually a real deck. Okay. Gale Vinery. We get Tails, which is really unfortunate. Heavenly Selection is going to pop a back row. And then we get to hit it. I mean, if we had won the coin flip, all it would have meant was a little bit of extra damage. It's not like a huge deal, realistically. Unless we live on like 500 and then the entire game is just a coin flip. Psychic Upper comes down. We're going to boost our life. We're going to activate Fusion. Out comes Candy Live. Activate Candy Live. Boost our life points. Summon out a monster from the graveyard. Powder Weave Hope again. Reveal the D-Linker. Reduce the attack. Summon out the D-Linker. Send it away. Summon out another D-Linker. Heavenly Selection is going to come down and pop a back row. And we are just going to attack over everything. Get him for 13. I mean, so far, this is looking like it's going pretty well for the D-Linker player. Activate the skill again. Ice Pop Bear. Bring back. Jump Check is going to have a little peek at the back row. Maginical Miracle. Go for a fusion into the Candy All. Okay. Candy All effects. Activate Prima. Activate Psychic Upper. So we could have got an extra, what would have been, like 800 damage there? Doesn't really matter. Keeping our life points big is probably way more important in this matchup. Summon out Witch. Reveal Blue Eyes Bright. I don't like it when people start mashing the Galaxy stuff with the Blue Eyes stuff. I think it just makes it very bricky. Blue Eyes Bright. Boost. Swing over. So we could have got an extra 400 damage in if we had attacked in a different order. So that wouldn't have been lethal. But this now does tell us if we had won the coin flip, we would have won the stool. Alright, Roman Pick into Psychic Upper. Psychic Upper is going to boost our life. We're going to activate Fusion. We do not have the life points to pay to reduce the opponent's board right now. But we can with that. Go ahead and make another Candy Live. Boost our life points. Pay the life points. And boosh. I mean, that's basically the entire wombo combo, right? So, I mean, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. Hamp's only purpose is literally to get destroyed. It's the only damage 3 card I have. It's so hard to justify farm this effective rush. Hey, what rush deck would you advise building from scratch? Oh, that is a good question. So, my best piece of advice right now would be get as many resources as you can and just hoard them. Because May is the time when a big meta-relevant box and structure deck almost always comes out. The last 2 years in a row, in May, we've had a new structure deck, which has been meta-relevant, and we've had a really super massively impactful box. The reason why they release such good product in May is because it is the product drop right before the World Championship qualifiers. So they really like to have a big meta shakeup specifically for that. So if you're planning to get into Rush or you're planning to buy a new deck, get into the game competitively, the best advice I could give you is wait about 2 or 3 weeks, probably closer to 2 weeks. We're going to get brand new product drop and it's probably going to be top tier. That's usually how this goes. Tomato, can you watch my skillful character duel replay? Yeah, we can watch it. We can watch character duel replay. Where is my mono boy? We are friends with Mono Sync. Excellent. Perfect. I assume it's this top one, because this looks like a character duel. Seven's Road, Light Galaxy, or Dark Galaxy. I mean, yeah, they're all pretty safe ones to go to because they're all main character decks and they have a ton of support still to come. So, like, that's like the backup option. But when we're so close to May and the May box, I would always be like, just wait for May. Just wait and see what happens. Mystical Space Typhoon. Mystical Space Typhoon. Cosmic Cyclone. Magician's Trigger. Now I set Magician's Navigation from my hand, and then I will activate Magician's Navigation. We don't even need to. That's it. Wild. That was a wild replay, Mono. Thanks for sharing. I love using Candy with the Execute that changes position because I can proc 2 effects as long as I have stuff in the graveyard. 100 life points and a dream. Yeah, just wait for the new box first. He might also give us free deck like Gaia. I don't think they'll do that. Just because, again, if we go and take a look at the product release schedule. Last time when they gave us the... What was it called? What was it called? A challenge deck? Here we go. The challenge deck they gave us was in February. So they could absolutely do whatever they want. But I think if they were going to, I don't think they would want to release it at the same time, at least not as a structure. So I would imagine we wouldn't get a challenge deck and a structure deck at the same time. I think what's more likely is we're just going to get, you know, these two. We're going to get a really good mini box and a really good structure deck. You can't activate Nav because opponents got no monsters. Oh, that is very funny. That is very funny. I didn't even realize that was a stipulation on it. You can test the new box decks for free in a bit. Yeah, you can actually, because they're doing the event, right? What's the event called? What do they call it? Rush Duel bonus trial. Playing ranked duels, rush duels lets you earn gems and other rewards. For a limited time, you can use the special event deck to participate so anyone can join in. So last year when they did this, they let you play Light Galaxy, Seven's Road, Dark Galaxy? Was there more decks than just that? I know that they let you play those three. Never mind, it's for the Rush Duel bonus trial. Yeah. I don't remember if they let us play the other ones or not. Illegal Light Galaxy decklist? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Hello, Whistling Bird. Welcome, welcome on in. There's 5 decks, I think. I can't remember what the other ones were, though. Oh, one of them was probably, Dragonic, right? The Earth Dragons. The one random Yggdrago deck. Was there an Yggdrago deck last year? No way. Surely not. That'd be really weird. But it kind of is something that Konami would probably do, so... Alright. Let's hop back in. And play a few more games with the Rebels. Did we already see games? What do you mean, Whistling Bird? Do you mean have we already played some rank today? Or, like, spectating? We've done a little bit of everything. We've already opened a bunch of product as well. I'm still waiting for sleeves to come. Because I ordered, like, 7 packs of sleeves to sleeve all of my cool new stuff. Ah, we're against our favourite deck. Right, we'll trade in. Send this, draw 2. I mean, I guess we still always do this, right? We send this. We bring back these 2. Just don't have a trap card. Guys, everything went better than expected. Well, sometimes you're just better than your opponent, you know. Sometimes you just are on another level. I mean, we're going to save that one. That's just funny. Wild. Actually wild. Is that a silver icon? A silver icon doesn't mean anything if you open 3 bosses and you can't play the game. What product did you open, IRL? So I got 3 of these. I'll go back to Big Cam quick. I got 3 Speed Duel GX Duel Academy boxes. These were on sale. I got these for £8 each, which is amazing because I think the Speed Duel products are a ton of fun. £8 for a box is great, especially because this was £20 on release and is now going for £150. So I want more of this, but I'm not paying £300 to get another 2 of these. So again, for reference, we worked that out to be about $400. So it'd be $400 for me to get an entire playset of those. To get these cost me like it was £50 total to get 3 of this and 3 of this. So that was £50 total to get a playset of all of these versus if I wanted just one of these boxes, that would be 3 times as much, which is actually kind of disgusting when you think about it like that. Actually kind of gross. Hello, Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Tomato won against the top 100 player. I mean, believe it or not, I beat top 100 players quite a lot. That is quite normal. That is not like a shocking revelation. Speed products are legendary, though. It exists. The format is more commonly driven now. I think tunes are meta right now. I don't know if tunes were. I know that I think ancient gear is really meta right now. There are a couple of decks I think that are actually doing quite well. But again, the big issue I have with the speed format is some of their products just suck. Let me try and get this up quick. So, if I do this, and then we come over here. So, these are the speed duel products, right? First things first, this product, if we can actually get it on screen, that might help. This product, the Speed Duel Battle City Finals, this is awful. This is just bad. This is like maybe a small handful of cards that you'd actually want to get. And the actual pre-made decks are just garbage. They are straight awful. There is no value to be had in here. And this, if I want to get it right now, this box would cost me about 60 quid. So this is the GX midterm box. There's some okay stuff in here, but for the most part, again, also just garbage. The thing I like about these boxes is this is good to go right out the box. I can just play this with some friends as a standalone, like almost like a board game. And I can just build decks out of it and have a really fun time. You can't do that with this. You can't do that with this. You can't do that with this. This one is also really bad. The Speed Duel Streets of Battle City, this is awful. This one, the GX Duelist to Shadows, is quite good. But the decks in it aren't super fun. So the decks in this are like Amazons, but like bad Amazons. Not like the good fun Amazons, like bad Amazons. It's got like the Pharaoh cards where you get like the first sarcophagus, the second sarcophagus, and the third sarcophagus. It's got evil heroes, which I think are really cool because evil heroes are awesome. It's got like the sacred beasts, but like again, like the bad sacred beast cards. It's got the Red Eyes stuff, which is pretty cool, like the Red Eyes Darkness stuff. Like this deck, I think is okay if you like the decks in it, but I don't really like the decks. These two are great. This one is like fine. I really like the Gate Guardian stuff. I like that this has Bastion and Cyrus cards, and I wanted to get like all of the kind of the main party characters. Speed or TCG PogGem? Exactly. There are 2 GX boxes. There are more than one. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 GX boxes. This is the main one, though. This is like the small expansion. This was also like really, really cheap as well, which is really nice. This is like the main one. So like this is the big proper one, and then these ones are like side products, I guess. But the issue is a lot of the rest of this product sucks. This is probably pretty good actually. The Destiny Masters Duelist is okay. This is fine, but only because the cards in them became like super meta relevant. These are fine. This was amazing. The Battle City box is really, really good. The Speed Duel GX Academy box is really, really good. So that's the issue. A lot of this product, and all of these booster packs suck. Like all of these booster packs suck. They are awful. They have like 5 cards in them. You get like no value. They're too expensive. They're just not good. So it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Didn't they stop releasing in Europe early? Yeah, so the last products that we got in Europe, I believe, was the Evil Hero stuff. So we got this one, I think, and then we never got the rest of this in Europe. They just never gave us any of this stuff, which kind of sucks. It's Lex Badwin. Everyone knows Lex Badwin. I'm not really sure how the mirror goes with this. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I mean, we're probably going to Pog straight away. I would like to set a monster, but I don't think we're going to get that luxury. Do I just hold this in hand? I mean, we already have the Shady. If he activates the skill, has the back row pop. Does it matter if we have 3 monsters versus 2 monsters? I don't think it does. I think we're just going to pass. We'll see what he does. I mean, if he goes, like, heavy metal, he could just absolutely kill us here, but this is fine. I'm being a bit greedy. I want this for the next turn's play, assuming I get a next turn play. Still trying to hunt down the 2 first structure decks, but I cannot find them for the normal price. They did. Booster packs suck. Boxes and structures are goated. Yes! I mean, not all the boxes. Not all boxes are created equally, unfortunately. Which is a shame. But again, I really, really want 2 more copies of this. I really, really do. Because the decks in here are so much fun. I just want playsets of them. I wish I'd gotten them when the box first came out, but I'm not paying, you know, £300 or $400 for it. I'm not doing that. Okay. So the biggest punish here would be heavy metal, pop 1, then like double cul-de-sac, and that would just be lethal. But again, that would assume he also has the back row hate, which looks like he doesn't have. Okay. Okay. Step 1, we selection. That hasn't changed a lot, if we're being honest. So I could then just summon out Doom. And then see where we go from there. So Tribute, Doom. He has a delay. Activate Shady. That's fine, we can play through Shady. He wants to flip. Is he thinking about flipping his other one down? I mean, that's a cute play. That's probably the best thing he could do, actually. He's thinking about it. Okay, he's going to flip mine down. Okay, so with that in mind, what are the options now? We always activate the skill. We'd have to lose that, summon out 2, tribute 2, summon. Then we'd only have nothing left in hand. If I want to pop that, attack over that, get in for a direct hit, that's probably the best we can do. Which means we have to add a card back to hand anyway, because I want to have a card in hand for Shady. So I think we do just do this. So we send this to grave. I'll bring these 2 back. And I will add a card back. Tribute 1. I think we leave that face down. That's the best way to play around him, I think. Because the alternative is I just get an extra 500 damage in. I don't think the 500 damage matters. Activate the effect. Go to battle. Swing over this. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought that had lower defense. All right, guys, we're 1,800 less damage than we should be on. I don't know why. I thought it had lower defense than that. I don't know why. What is the set? We have Shiny Shady face down at the moment. Sorry, it won't be the first time we make a mistake. Well, it wasn't the first time we made a mistake, and it will not be the last time we make a mistake. Let me clear some space. I've got so many boxes of cards on my desk right now. Alright. Let's see what Mr. Lex has for us now. I mean, if we just flip our guys down, it comes down to, like, does he have Shady? Not Shady. Curse. But I suppose Curse isn't going to matter too much either way. Let's see what Lex has got. I mean, Pot of Greed into Activate Skill is quite a good start. Now, if he has back row hate, that's going to be kind of annoying. He needs, what is it? Heavenly... What's it called? Selection. That's the one. I always remember Gift. I always forget the others. phaser. Okay. Activates Chiron. So we're just filling the graveyard right now. So that means you can now summon out the other Perion. Or the Chiron, whichever one you want. Hello, Zorok! Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I mean, today's been kind of Christmas for me. I've opened a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is very exciting. I even have my new awesome secret rare Gate Guardian. This is the fun card I pulled today. Not, like, particularly exciting for everyone else, probably, but I'm really excited about it. What are we thinking about King's Greed? Are we, like... Are we deciding if we were going to discard a card or not? Or if we were going to, like, shuffle cards from the grave? Activates Phaser. Probably bringing back Perion. Okay. Activate Perion. Summons out Prog. Okay, well that's going to force this. I think the best thing we can do is just flip both of my guys down. Because I want his guys face up, right? That's just how my deck works. He now has no way to pop my guys out the way. He needs to have, like, Curse in hand. Of course he just has Curse. Of course. Even that's not the end of the world, though. Like, what value could he possibly get out of just me having one face-up monster? Like, best case scenario, he swings over for a chunk of damage. Like, best case scenario, I guess he goes Hard Rock. Boosts me up. Which is going to be difficult now at this point. Burn for a bit, swing over for like 2,500-ish. Tomato got the 3 balls to merge into the 3 balls being stacked on top of each other. You say that like it's not awesome, but it is awesome. To use the small guy level up and the legend. I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice. Can I see your list? So the list we're using at the moment is just Maher's list. So this is the tournament-winning Maher list that also got first and second place in 2 different events. It's 32 cards. Okay, we didn't take basically any damage. We took 800 burn. That was all we took from that. Okay, what do we want to do with this hand? Chances are he has a trap card ready to go to stop us when we try and summon. Trying to pop the back row doesn't really get us anything because he hasn't got any face-down monsters right now. So I guess we try and go for the Hard Rock. So with that in mind, I guess we'll activate Trade-In. We'll send this. Those cards aren't particularly helpful. I mean, Hard Rock is still the play. Interesting. Alright, we will activate our skill. We send this. Then, I mean, it's just always these two, right? There's no reason to bring back anything else. If we activate their effects, what changes? So we burn for 7. We gain his 18, attack him for 25. Or, we boost him up to 28. We burn for 3. We still get in for 25. So, like, it's better to not activate these effects. Unless I'm being an idiot. But I'm pretty sure that's right. I sort of understand why play heavy metal. Because heavy metal is good in some situations. Oh, I'm an idiot. I needed him to be boosted. That's what I get for not playing this game enough. That's fine, we'll just attack. Yeah, he's not level 7. Yeah. This is the first time we've summoned Hard Rock today, so it's just, like, not currently ingrained at the moment. Okay, trade him. I mean, the only difference is we would have done 25 damage, but done... what? 500 less burn? So it would have been 2,000 more damage. We'll see if it matters. We'll see if it matters. That is 2 big mistakes we've made today, though. He's only got 5 cards left in deck. Tributes 2, summons out PROGROCK. I mean, I guess we'll trap hole it, because, like, why not? But, like, PROGROCK wasn't even, like, a big threat here. More than anything, I want to have room to play spell traps if I draw them. Well, there are spell traps that I drew. Unfortunately, they don't do a ton for me here. I think we've already used our skill to get a card back. Summoning this would summon in defense mode anyway, so I guess we might as well just use the skill here. We'll bring back this and this. Then we can activate this. We'll boost this. This. Activate this effect. We got to be careful of our size of our deck, actually. That is something we do have to be a little bit wary of. So, alright, so we would have won if we hadn't misplayed prior. It's funny how Rebels dies to a single trap hole. Yeah. I mean, we might just die, right? Because if he just goes into Doom, he pops all... I guess he can't pop all of them. He'll be able to pop for 15, attack for 25. That's only 4,000 damage. But Perrin could also mess that up. I think we just let that go. Oh no, my Star Protector's protection. If he hits both Star Protector's protection, that's kind of annoying. But outside of exactly that, I think we're fine. Right, Doom Melt. That's the important bit. Okay. So we'll go Star Pro. Get rid of one of these. Activate the effect. Burn us for 15. Attack us for 28. And then we pass the turn and win. I mean, we misplayed so many times in that duel. I'm still going to save the replay. That might be video worthy. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Rebels is like, it's a really volatile deck. Like, the thing is, you can play like 20 games of Rebels, and in like 5 of those games, it will look like the most powerful deck in the entire game. And in 5 of those games, it will look like the weakest, most incompetent deck in the entire game. And it's so funny how it just has these, like, absolutely different ends of the spectrum. Ah, it's Manicus! Alright. Guys, when we lose here, don't forget Manicus is stream sniping us, okay? He's gonna say he's not, he's looking at our hand, okay? We gotta get the excuses out early. Because otherwise Manicus will just rub it in our faces that he beat us the entire time. We know what he's like. We'll do you and you, I guess. Do I even bother summoning this? I guess I will with this hand. I want to draw more cards. Then we'll pass. Alright. No in between. I mean, sometimes there's in between, but like, it really does a lot of the time just feel like it's one or the other. Okay. So he's got that. So, I mean, that's kind of fine for us right now. I guess we will just activate the skill straight up. Guess it doesn't really matter. We'll send this. And we'll bring it out. Then I'm going to tribute to summon this. Then I'm going to summon out Phaser. So I did it in this way because I wanted to get Phaser value. Okay, I mean, that's fine. What is this garbage-ass deck you're playing, bro? I can just flip this up. That's also really funny. Haha! So now I could even just... Well, it doesn't really make a difference. So we'll just do this, I think. We'll bring this out. We'll just get it for 25. What is the skill? So this is what? Is this the Avarice skill? And this is just like 7's Fear Pile? Avarice? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. I think it's the Avarice one. Oh wait, it's Kingdom of Bubbles. Okay. And we got the Spectres. I'm guessing that means we got both of them. Flip up Kingdom of Bubbles. Grabs back Plauty. I think this is like, this is the desperation of trying to make XQE like a playable deck. Alright, we'll go Selection. Guess we'll just pop this. I can change these to attack mode, which is like, it's really annoying because I'm in a really awkward spot. I mean, we could just use the skill and hope. I think we just go for the lethal light, right? We'll just see what happens. So I'll go Hard Rock Overture. I'll send this. We'll bring back this. Does adding a card to my hand actually help me in any way, shape, or form here? I don't think it does. I guess we'll go you. So we'll go 1. We'll go 2. Summon this. So he's got a delay. He's going to use Shady. So again, I could flip this up and just attack. I think we're better off just doing this, right? We'll set, go to battle, get him 25 and then pass. What am I looking at? Why do I see XQE and Aqua? It's a weird brew. We have also gotten like a little bit unlucky, right? Like first off, he's been like absolutely spamming trap cards. Are we worried? Is this skill once per duel? No, that's our skill. What does this do? Only once per duel he can add it. I think we just let him go. We'll let him pop off. If he has it, he has it. We'll just let him have his fun. I think the scariest thing would be Magical Swordsman of Roadstar. But even that on its own is, like, fine, right? He would need to have this plus another 3,100 points of damage across 3 cards in hand. Imagine he just like summons 2 1,500 vanillas and just kills us. I mean, absolutely could do. Alright, Plauty. Gonna boost his life up to 700. Somebody tries to make Execute playable. I know how they feel. Tribute set. And then pass the turn? Did he lock himself out of attacking? What just happened? I'm confused. Oh, yeah, Plauty locks him. Not Plauty. No, Plauty doesn't lock him. Something must have locked him, right? I mean, he's on 800, right? So we can just activate the skill. Send this. Bring back these. Yes. Add back this. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Boom. I mean, sure. Sure. I mean, that was creative, at the very least. There was a chance that if he had a good enough hand there, he could have just killed us. Like, he absolutely could have just killed us. But he needed to have, like the most cracked hand of all time. Lumiere? Did he use... Oh, yeah, he did use Lumiere, didn't he? He used Lumiere earlier on in the turn. That's right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Manicus Brew. 40 cards as well. Didn't even notice that. Ah, this is... I mean, this is cool. We're only playing 1 copy of Beginning. 40 card, 1 copy Beginning. Pile Attempt. Is there a reason we're only on 1 copy of this? Like, part of me feels like we're never going to summon it, but this can actually be quite a good game ender, depending on the situation. Is there also a reason we're playing Kingdom of Bubbles? Just because we can flip it face up, I guess? Does it need to be face up? Yeah, you need to have a face up field spell. Okay. And then we're playing 2 because... Why are we playing 2? I'm trying to like piece together the logic here. Is there a reason to be on 2? You needed 1 to do it, it shuffles back in. Yeah, but in a 40 card pile, how likely are you to see it? That's the issue. I've not seen a Rushdle deck in so long, I got confused for a sec. I mean, this is still very strange. If you open it, you can't use skill. Oh, what happens if you just open 2 then? You just get fucked, I guess? It needs to be in your graveyard or deck, I guess. Just cannot be in your hand. But even when you activate it, like, what are you getting out of it? You're getting a D and Keto to your hands, like a +1... Because, like, the field spell on the field, this ain't doing anything on the field. So it's just a +1 into D and Keto. D and Keto's effect gives you a +1. But you have to minus to summon it. Oh, I don't know. Part of me is like, would Avarice just be better than this? I like where the mind is at. I like the innovation. I like the creativity. I'm just trying to piece together if I think this would actually work. Someone pinged me on this. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is this bullshit? Hello, Baj. Welcome, welcome. If I open 2, I've obviously lost. I'm waiting for the new box. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to be like, is there any way we could make improvements to this? Yeah, obviously, you know, it's working out for you. All right, we go again. While we're waiting, I'm gonna start putting some sleeves and cards here. I don't like that my secret rares I pulled are just like sleeveless currently. Ooh, don't like how that felt. My precious Gate Guardian. So I bought, by the way, these. While we wait for the game to start, I'll just go into chatting for a second. So these are Dragon Shield card sleeves, right? These are Dragon Shield. It's whatever. It's Dragon Shield. These sleeves are garbage. But these sleeves, these are Dragon Shield card sleeves. These are lovely. So, like, same company, but these ones are amazing. Which, just for comparison. This is the green Dragon Shield, which, like, they feel incredible. They feel really nice to use. Like, they're just a high-quality sleeve. And then, like, this is the other, like, the one from the bag rather than the one from the box. It is low quality. It does not feel particularly good to use. It's hard to, like, get it across on stream through a webcam. But the quality just feels so different. And I'm like, these ones are amazing. Those other ones, Dragon Shield ones split too easily. So I've been using Dragon Shield for a bunch of other games. I use it for Final Fantasy trading card game, and I use it for Magic the Gathering, and I've had no problems. I think they feel incredible. But I haven't used them for, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And I haven't used them for, like, Vanguard. And I think I keep, like, accidentally scuffing the top of these cards. I think I have to be gentler as I put them in these sleeves. One thing I will say is the new card stock that they're using feels really interesting as well. Like, the speed cards feel kind of fine, but the new card stock on the legendary decks I got feels really weird. They feel more like Japanese cards, if anyone's ever handled Japanese cards. Japanese cards feel, like, thicker, I guess, and they feel, like, smoother. Whereas, like, English cards feel like they're made of card. Japanese cards feel like they're made of, like, almost like a thin plastic. It's really weird. I don't know if anyone has any experience with that. But it might come down to just, like, they've upped the quality of the cards they're using. Look, delicious. My 3 Gate Guardian pieces, and the Gate Guardian himself. Alright, we're against heroes. Let's see what's going on here. I mean, we got stuff. Activate skill. I will send you to the grave, and I'm going to summon out both of these. Then I'm going to go ahead and activate Heavenly Selection. I'm going to pop one of these. Then I'm going to Tribute 2. Activate PROGROCK, or pop a back row. Pop a monster. Summon out Phaser. Activate Phaser. Bring back Doom. Go to battle. Swing over this. Not, like, the sexiest turn of all time, but, like, we cleared out a bunch of his advantage that he already had. By the way, he ended on 7 cards, so Bro went +2 there. They could release Guardian and make it more easy to summon Progressive and save the skill after Progressive Force Shitty. I mean, they could. There's lots of stuff they could do. The only thing is, after they've just done a big, like, Rebel push, I don't think they're going to be doing another one anytime soon. Like, I wouldn't imagine we're going to get more Rebel support in the next, like, 3 to 6 months, right? Might try and find some better sleeves. Katana best. Well, we know we can't get Miracle Fusion, but we might be about to get... Yeah, it looks like we're going to get Shining Flared. Although once the Shining Flare's gone, assuming we're not just dead, which based on the number of cards in his graveyard, I don't think we should be, we might be okay. Because all we have to do now is out this one guy. And it's a level 8, which means we have so many ways to deal with it. Why did we bother summoning these? Oh, we're boosting them up? Is this going to be lethal damage? This is going to be 600 though, right? So I should... Yeah. Well, now if I find, like, anything... This is just lethal. What's the wording on my skill again, so we don't mess this up? Only attack directly once, so we are completely fine. And this kills level 8 or lower. This is a level 8. Activate skill. I'll bring back just the one. Because that way I can summon this out as well. No. Summon this out. Activate the effect. 8,000, go! I think he loses lethal. Was there a way for him to get 200 more damage was the question. I wasn't paying, like, a ton of attention to his plays. So I don't know. Maybe there was. But that is one of the reasons to play heavy metal. I quite like heavy metal. I think heavy metal is pretty good. I wouldn't want to, like, spam heavy metal, but I do think heavy metal is, like, decent as, like, a 1-0. If there's Quantum Rush later, I'll bring an updated version. Okay, okay. I'm interested to see how it performs. I mean, all things considered, the Royal Rebels have been treating us very well today. When I finish up the stream, the plan is I'm going to go cook some food. I'm going to eat food. I'm going to watch the new episode of The Boys. I don't know if anyone here watches The Boys, but I have a new episode of that to watch. And then I'm going to, whilst getting on with a bit of work, but you know, getting on with a bit of work, you know what we're really saying. We're going to be sleeving a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and trying to build decks out of it. That's what we're actually going to do, because that's more fun. That is the plan. So I've got quite a fun evening ahead of me. I hope you guys all have something fun to do. New episode was alright. I haven't watched it yet. I watched the Invincible finale, and I thought that was really good. Like, I thought it was really good. But yesterday, so what's been happening is, in the UK, we've had Invincible, The Boys, and Daredevil all releasing on the same day. So they've all been coming out on Wednesday. And I've just been like, I'm not the kind of person that will sit down and binge TV. I'll watch, like, an episode or something, and then I'll be done for the day. So I've been spreading them out. So because of that, my first thing I've been watching on Wednesdays has been Daredevil. So I watched Daredevil yesterday. But I've been enjoying this season of The Boys. I watched that, what was it called, Gen V? I didn't love Gen V, if I'm being honest. I don't think The Boys is even like a top tier show. It's like, it's fine. Like, The Boys is a watchable show. But I was watching Gen V, and it just felt like it was turning into, like, shock value for the sake of shock value. It was just really jarring. Daredevil is better this series, but it's performing worse, apparently. I really like this season of Daredevil. Like, I think it's really good. I think the guy that plays Kingpin is incredible. Like, that guy, the actor is so good. And obviously, Charlie Cox is amazing as Daredevil as well. Gen V cancelled anyways. I mean, they kind of ran out of story as well. So it's like, Vault Rising. Yeah, that's like the prequel, right? It's like the prequel with like Stormfront and Soldier Boy. I mean, I'll watch it. Like, all of it is watchable TV. Like, none of it is like awful. It's just, some of it's not very good. Alright, activate skill. Send to bin. We'll grab these guys because they have big butts and they cannot lie. Then we'll set this and we'll pass. Hello, chat. Hello, Lost Memory. Welcome, welcome. Vincent is great as Kingpin. To be fair, he's been great in everything. Right back to Men in Black when I saw him first. Who did he play in Men in Black? Did he have hair in Men in Black? I haven't watched Men in Black in a very long time. What's his name? Is it Vincent? Like, he's got like an Italian name or something, right? It's like Vincent. I cannot remember his name. What's his name? Kingpin Daredevil. What's the actor called? Vincent D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio, that's it. That's fine, you can have that. He was the bug in the human suit. That's wild. Oh, that's fine. I will allow you to summon this. I mean, at the moment, this is completely fine. Like, I'm taking, what, 800 plus, like, 400 or something. 800 plus 500? Like, I don't even need to use my trap right now. Sets a back row, goes straight to battle. So that card in hand is probably a discard fodder for a Shady. Which is annoying, but potentially fine. Ooh. Ooh. We have stuff we could do with this. Okay. So we'll start by... I don't think we're using Hard Rock. We'll bring these two back. I'm not going to add a card to hand. Alright, so if I summon this out, I think I have to go Doom here. We go Doom. If he has the trap, because then I still can't do anything off that. I can crash, but I can't do anything else. Getting that out doesn't do anything without that. I could summon this out now. See what he's got. Let's do this. We'll special summon this. I'll reveal PROGROCK. We'll summon this out. There is a delay. Okay. So now, I'll go PROGROCK here. Now he uses Shady. Now we go Doom. Doom pop. Go to battle swing. So what I was trying to do is find a way that we just get to stick the Doom. Because if we just Tribute 2 go straight into Doom, he just flips it down. After that, we go into PROGROCK. PROGROCK doesn't do anything, because he has no back row for us to hit. Okay. Summons out Strange Witch. I think, out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to Star Protector's Protection here. Because if he has back row hate now, he pops it and then he can just kill me. Like, there is a world in which that happens with the number of cards that he's got access to. Because this on its own already means he has access to 7's Charmy. Clears over that easy peasy. If he summons out, like, Witch plus 7's Road Magician, that could be it. This song is so good, though. Hello, Dark Tuner. Welcome, welcome on in. Alright. 7's Road Witch adds the Swordsman of Roadstar. Adds another Swordsman of Roadstar. Then sends Cat. Okay, sending Cat makes sense. What's the next part of the plan? Summons out 7's Road Witch. Activate Witch effect. That means we're going to clog up our board now. Which means the only monster we can now go into is going to be Master of Sevens, unless we're going to tribute these. Okay, we are going to go Master of Sevens. Or we could actually go, No, we have to go Master of Sevens here, right? Because I think you have to have a cat to fuse into Charmy. Okay, Master of Sevens. 39. I mean, it's pretty big. Straight to battle. Swing in. Okay. We'll go ahead, send this. We'll bring back this and this. Heavenly Selection. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Activate the effect. GG! That's all that she wrote. We'll go ahead and save that replay as well. It's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Oh, I think we have enough replays. And I don't really want to keep queuing if these games are going to take forever. So what I might do is end the stream a smidgy bit early and then go and start making food. So now the question becomes, is there anyone to raid into? Is there anyone online that we could go and hit up? It would be nice if there was someone to raid into, but I'm not sure there is. Yeah, none of my friends, no one that I know is streaming is the issue. Which also always makes it a bit weird, but where their field went. Completely away. I made good progress on my first watch through of My Hero Academy. I am now halfway through season 6 after the Dabby Dance reveal. Ah, I see. I mean, that's a really good arc, to be fair. I think you've already kind of gotten through the quote-unquote bad stuff. Like, the bad stuff, a lot of people point at Gentleman, when he comes into it, as being, like, one of the worst arcs of the show. So there's that. The other bad stuff, without getting into spoilers, is when... Christ, what's the quirk called? What is it? Black Whip. When Black Whip comes into it. I think that's when a lot of people were starting to like, this is now getting a bit weird. And again, I'm using these names because out of context, this tells you nothing. So, like, Black Whip and Gentleman are like the two times. My brother, even though I kind of know your opinion, I'll ask it. Now that Card Trooper is in the leaks again, how do you feel about it? I think Card Trooper's fine. Card Trooper is not... Card Trooper in the current OCG metagame is one of the strongest legends in the entire game. But the reason it is because there are... Almost every single deck needs the graveyard set up in some way. In Duel Links, that is not true. Right? Not every deck in Duel Links needs graveyard setup. On top of the fact, we have skills in Duel Links that do what Card Trooper does. So Card Trooper usually is dig through your deck. That's its objective. Find the cards you need. Usually your skill does that. So you don't need Card Trooper for that. I think it will still be good in Duel Links, but when it initially comes out, I'm not convinced it's just going to be like an auto-include in every deck that can include it. I think eventually it might become that. But on its own, I don't think it's going to be, like, insanely crazy. That's my impression. We'll have to wait and see if that ends up being true. But that is going to do it for today's stream. I will be back again on Sunday. I'm not sure what we're doing on Sunday. Also, we might not stream on Sunday. I might take Sunday off again if we have another big week ahead of us, so we'll have to wait and see. If I do stream on Sunday, it will probably be Chef of Destruction, because that is a game I really do want to play at some point. But, yeah, Gentle was a bit meh. Some of the arcs were also a bit slow, but overall enjoyed it. Yes, I think some of the arcs, though, are really strong. Like, oh, but some of those arcs are so good. Some of those arcs are so good. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for watching, Isla. And once again, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!